Welcome to the first episode of Gen X People Pleaser. My name is Carolyn and welcome in. I just wanted to give a brief update of what I'm doing today. I'm going to do an interview with a very special person who I met through a friend. And before I introduce him, I wanted to just give a little bit of information about my podcast. I started this with the intent to help people um, figure out why they might be a people pleaser. And a lot of it does go back to our childhood. A lot of it is, unmet needs from our childhood. It could be, things that we've just developed to feel safe. So, in that whole thing of starting, I also started becoming interested in how suppressing feelings and suppressing emotions has affected our health. And when I started researching that, I did start reading a book by Gabor Mate called When the Body Says No. And I've learned so much from that book. And it kind of is all tied in with meeting my guest and what he is going through in his life. And I'm going to let him explain the disease that he was diagnosed with and his journey, which is incredible. And I hope it inspires people to look outside of traditional medicine in case you've been told there's nothing they can do for you. So, my mission here is to educate and form a community for people who, you know, are struggling, especially us Gen Xers, with people pleasing and suppressing our emotions and just not coming to terms with being our true selves. Because what it does come down to is being authentic. And if we are our authentic selves, our lives will just be so much more free, which makes our health so much better, mental and physical. So hopefully people can learn some things and share some things. Other people share their stories of non-traditional ways of healing. And hopefully we can help each other get through the next decades of our lives. So without further ado, I am going to bring in my first guest. First of all, I just want to thank my guest for joining me today on my very first podcast. Um, his name is Sandy Hahn, and he is going to share his incredible story with us. So, without further ado, I want to introduce Sandy. And if you don't mind, just start telling us your story and about the very rare disease that you were diagnosed with.
Sure. Thank you, Carolyn. And
Mm-hmm.
the first thing I'll say is, as I'm looking at my ugly mug and my name says Alexander Hahn, which my real name is Alexander Hahn Jr. So this will be a new story for you, which some people know it, but most don't. And it's that my real name is Alexander Hahn Jr. And it was after my father, Alexander Hahn Sr. I was a third child, so I'm not sure why my older brother Steve, didn't get to be the namesake, but that's a mystery. So they, when I was born, they said, "Okay, how are we going to differentiate between Alex Senior and Alex Junior?" So they called me Baby Alex,
Oh.
and that was pretty much what I went by. That was how they differentiated. For I would say I'm not sure exactly when, but it was probably close to my first birthday because, baby Alex is fine when I'm a baby. And then you get older. So then
Right.
I'm a toddler and getting close to one. I think they're like, okay, we can't call him baby Alex for the rest of his life. So what the hell are we going to call him? And my dad's mother, Ruby Hahn, is from Scotland off the boat. And she said, well, the Scottish nickname for Alexander is Sandy. And so she said, let's call him that. And so that's what I've been called ever since I can remember. The only time I get called my real name was in school when they're reading off attendance or by the law
Ah,
when I would get in trouble, and that unfortunately happened a lot to me.
well,
So I've been no
it happens to
stranger
the
to
best of us.
being arrested, but it was all innocent. Nobody was hurt. It was just being
That's good.
stupid
Yeah.
stuff. A lot of dumb things that I've always done throughout my life just to try and make people laugh because I just I think humor and laughter is the best medicine for everything, especially when you're dealing with someone as awful as what I'm dealing with. So I guess we'll just jump into that.
Yeah.
I was diagnosed in September of 2019 with multiple system atrophy, or MSA, type C, cerebellar. There's two, cerebellar and Parkinsonian. One I have is supposed to be the better one.
Okay.
Although, as one of the many doctors I saw, I said, well, at least it's type C and not type P. He said, yeah, it's just varying degrees of bad. Uh, that was one of the many neurologists I saw, but also basically all telling me that this is awful. So the easiest way to describe it is there was a guy on Facebook, I recall saying, and after he said it, like, that's a good description. He said, it's like the evil baby of ALS and Parkinson's.
Oh my gosh. Well,
And
that's what I was going to ask you. How is it different from Parkinson's and ALS or MS?
uh, well, I have lots of stories that I think deliver the message better than anything I can say. So when I first
Okay.
got diagnosed, sitting with my wife downtown at the Cleveland Clinic, which I hate going to that place, um, sat down and was like, very doom, not
Hmm.
happy. I had some people like, oh, the test results came back and it was abnormal, and the diagnosis is multiple system atrophy, type C. They kind of looked at me, and of course I'm like, well, at least it's not Parkinson's. And he said, I'd rather have Parkinson's than what you have.
Oh my
And
gosh.
my first reaction, or normal reaction, would have been to say "f you" very much, but I didn't. And I said, okay, well, at least it's not MS. And he goes, it's much worse.
Oh my
So, and then I'm like, okay, boy, and I still didn't hit me. And my wife and I drove separately. Um, we drove back, and I remember calling someone saying, yeah, it's MSA. Still,
God. Right.
I didn't know what it was. I had
Sure.
no clue. No,
Yeah.
there's been no doctors of the literal dozens that I've seen since that time who've even heard of MSA. It's
Wow.
that rare. I don't know what the number was. It was less than 50,000 in this country
Wow.
not too long ago. So I had to look it up. I got
Right.
home, came downstairs, I wasn't thinking anything about it. And my wife's on the couch on the phone crying.
Oh,
And I'm like, what's wrong? And she just sort of looked at me like, hey, dipshit, were you, weren't we just at the same meeting?
oh.
And I'm like, no, it's going to be fine. It's nothing.
Hmm.
And I went upstairs and I looked it up.
Oh.
And you can't look up MSA. You have to look up multiple system atrophy.
Hmm.
And it's awful. It is it's terminal, no cure, no nothing, no pills, zero. Basically, what he said is try and ride the bike the neurologist said, try and ride the bike at least a half an hour a day. I remember saying, that's it? That's all you got?
Right.
So it's awful.
Mm.
It's terminal, and it wasn't. So at that point, I'm thinking I am screwed.
Right.
The life expectancy online, it says 6 to 9 years from
Mm.
when your symptoms started.
Right.
My symptoms started 10 years ago.
Okay. But you didn't
And
realize, was it gradual? Was it
oh,
kind of a
yes,
gradual? Yeah.
very, very
Okay.
gradual, very slow. It
Right.
was balance. And then
Sure.
little things kept coming up.
Hmm.
And my business partner's like, I think you need to go get checked out. Something's not right.
Right.
And in the back of my mind, I knew there was something.
Yeah.
I've never ever could have imagined it was something like
Sure.
this
Sure.
horrible. And within a month after the diagnosis, I was having to use a cane. Uh,
Mm.
it went downhill fast.
Wow.
And it's, you know, it's all mindset
Oh,
because
yeah.
I thought I'm screwed. There's no support.
Right.
I tried. My wife tried. There's some so-called support. These
Right.
MSA Facebook groups suck.
Oh,
They're negative, doom and gloom. That's why I'm doing everything I'm doing to try
yeah.
and to be positive,
I
inspirational to
mean,
people.
I saw,
It,
not to interrupt you, but I saw your response to somebody put a comment on one of your videos, and it was kind of negative, and you said, I understand, but I'm doing my best to spread the word that you're right. It is a mindset. If you're only
yes,
told, like, sorry, can't
yeah,
help you, go ride the bike. It's
nothing.
like, what?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it was a long. What began as a long journey. So for
Mm-hmm.
2 years, I mean, I didn't even believe in depression and or anxiety. I didn't think they were
Right.
real. I would see all the
Mm-hmm.
commercials.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, snap out of it, people. You just and it's until I got this diagnosis, and then I went into it is paralyzing.
Oh, yeah.
Depression and anxiety feed off each other. Depression
Oh,
all
yeah.
night, wondering what the hell am I going to do? I'm dead.
Yeah.
Anxiety all day.
Mm.
Or no, actually, I think it's the other way. Anxiety all night,
Right.
depression all day. Sometimes
Right. Right.
either way,
Right.
it's awful.
Exactly.
And uh, I went into a dark hole. I didn't
Mm.
want to be around. I didn't think I was going to make it. I was convinced I was. I had all kinds of, I mean, every symptom and then some. It was awful. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy.
Mm-hmm.
And I was reading, trying to do as much as I could about
Mm-hmm.
holistic things. And I watched a documentary called Heal, which
Uh-huh.
if you haven't seen it, I would recommend it. It's all about holistic stuff and talking about why is there that 1% that
Right.
survives something that no one else does? What is it? And they
Oh,
went
so
through
is that
all
true?
the
So that was
details.
the statistic. So there is 1% that does carry on.
Well, that's kind of a, I guess, no, of anything, of
Oh,
any
okay. Yeah, yeah,
disease.
yeah.
I mean, there are people
Right.
who had cancer all over their
Right.
body and
So
given
what
months to
is it?
live.
Yeah.
What do
Yeah.
they do?
Right.
Well,
Good for
it's all
you.
holistic. It's
Good
mindset.
for you.
And
Yep.
that's hard to, I didn't believe that. For
Yeah.
2 years, I poo-pooed it.
Mm-hmm.
Meditation. I heard about Dr. Joe Dispenza.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, this is a bunch of hooey.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way.
Yep.
Until at my lowest point in the summer of 2019, my trainer, Tanya, sent me a clip of Dr. Joe.
Mm-hmm.
And I went on his website, looked up stories of transformation all by himself.
Yeah.
Um,
It's incredible.
and I said, these are happy tears. Because
Oh,
I said
yeah.
to my wife, like, you've got to see this.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, if it's making you sad, stop watching. And I go, this is not making me sad. This is giving me
Mm-mm.
hope.
Yeah.
And so I signed up
Oh, love
and I
that.
went and saw him in December of, actually, it was December 21. And it
Okay.
saved my life.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. And the first few days were rough. I thought it was weird. I wondered, what the
Mm-hmm.
hell am I doing here?
Mm-hmm.
And then I heard this story there that changed me. There was a guy, I'll try and tell it quick. Uh, it was Tuesday afternoon. I'm wondering what the hell's going on here. This is weird. I couldn't get the energy centers down and the breath work.
Mm-hmm.
And then that afternoon, a guy got on stage to tell his story of transformation in person. And he started talking. He was walking, talking with a microphone, saying 2 years ago he was given 2 months to live. He had an inoperable brain tumor.
Wow.
And they said, get your affairs in order, size of
Mm.
a baseball. And he said he'd been dabbling in meditation. He
Mm-hmm.
decided, I'm going all in. Every morning at 5 a.m., every evening at 5 p.m., I meditated. He goes, back then, I was in a wheelchair. I couldn't walk. I couldn't talk. And now he's on the stage,
That's crazy.
talking, saying, I went all in meditation and his tumor's almost gone. That changed me. And I said, I'm in.
I love it.
I'm
I
in.
love it. I love it.
And that night, it finally connected. The breath
Yep.
work, and I felt this aura around
Mm-hmm.
me, an energy field.
It's
And then
very
the next
hard to
day,
describe. Yeah.
when I was sitting next to this young lady who was a yogi for 15 years and
Yeah.
was helping me because I didn't know what this stuff
Aw.
was. And they
Yeah.
showed a video, and he showed a person, typical sitting in the meditation, on their knees.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And they showed this like an egg around them,
Mm-hmm.
an energy field. And
Mm-hmm.
that's what I saw last night.
Yeah.
And it gives me goosebumps
I just got chilled when you said that. I know. It's
because
crazy.
and then I felt so good from
Good.
saying these people are weirdos. By the end of the week, I'm up dancing with them. Like, life is good.
But that's what's
This
so
shit works.
it's so
Oh,
funny.
I have so many other stories. I don't want to drone on, but of
No, I
things
love it.
of how I changed in that week from somebody having to get me. I was in a scooter and a walker,
Right.
and they would help me
Right.
get food
Right.
Monday, Tuesday. By Thursday morning, I was walking, getting my own food, holding
That
plates
is so incredible.
without my cane. And people are going, what? I'm like, yeah, this shit works.
It does. It does.
And
And that's what's I love it.
I've got so many stories like that of people with a few that are worse that I won't waste your time out. Let's just say, well, now I'm one of those stories. I went to another Dr. Joe event, and I started doing my podcast
Yep.
when I got back in, I think it was late January, early February 21 or
Okay.
22.
22.
Because
Okay.
I kept telling people, they would ask about how was it? I'm like, I couldn't stop talking about it. And they were
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
oh my God, what a story. From
Yeah.
last summer being in the hospital of 19 or 2021,
Mm-hmm.
in and out of the ER. I mean, it was a
Yeah.
regular occurrence.
Right.
And to not think that I was going to make it much longer, to feeling that good. Now, I still had a lot of struggles ahead because
Sure.
this meditation thing, I committed every morning, every night. I still do it.
Good.
And it took a year and a half before I started feeling a little better
Right.
in 2023. And then from then to now, it's been a roller coaster. Definitely
Sure. Sure.
some ups and some downs. And I had a lot of these negative comments still come in.
Yeah.
I use them as fuel now because they're
Oh
like,
yeah.
yeah, oh, it's just a plateau. You can't get better. I'm like,
No.
screw you. You know what a
So who
plateau
said is
does? A
that coming
plateau
from
goes up and it goes across and then down. Okay, why mine's going up and it's going straight up? I'm
absolutely.
getting better in every
So
single way, my speech being the main thing. Sorry, I'll shut up.
is that no, keep going. But I just was curious, is this coming from your neurologist or just from people that are poo-pooing it? Like what does your neurologist say? That
Oh, he said, again, he kind of said some similar things. Well, you're not really getting better. You might feel better. Like, well, yeah, when you feel better, you're kind of getting better, aren't you? I mean, I'm no
yeah.
doctor, but
Yeah.
and I get along with them fine. But neurologists in general, they're just negative. Their bedside
Well,
manner sucks, and I get it. They're
and yeah.
dealing with horrible diseases, and they
Yes.
don't. People say, oh, don't give anyone false hope. No, what the hell is
Why
that?
not?
What's
Yeah.
false hope? It's hope.
Hope.
I'm
And
giving people hope and inspiration
exactly.
when every single one who I'm communicating with, which is people on every continent in the world, who
Right.
ask me, "What are you doing?"
Oh, I love
and
that.
then saying, "Thank you for what you're doing. You're the only person who's saying anything hopeful or
Right.
inspirational."
Right.
Nobody. It's all doom and gloom. Oh yeah, better
Right.
get your fear in order. Yeah, it's like, no, screw you.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Well,
I'm not. That's why I don't go on these MSA support. I tried again, and
right.
I'm done with it. They're
Now,
just negative, and they were trying to monitor videos that I was doing. I'm like, screw you. I'm not. I'm
oh
just gonna
no.
go direct. So now I'm pushing stuff. I'm just putting out there. I'm not trying to make money off it. I'm trying to help people.
It's
And
awareness.
that's
So it's called the Sandy Hahn
yes.
podcast. So everybody
Y-
go follow Sandy. It's called the Sandy Hahn podcast. And it's
So
all, yeah.
I got an update too,
Yeah.
really
Tell
exciting
me.
one. So the sandyhuntpodcast.com is the old website.
Okay.
The new one went live today,
Oh,
just about an hour ago. It's
okay.
just called sandyhahn.com. And
Okay.
that's a company that's inputting everything. There's the podcast, the old podcast. There's the new one, which
Okay.
I wouldn't even if I'd call it a podcast. It's just easy to call it that. It's just me
Sure.
talking.
Yeah, but that's
I started doing videos, new
sure.
branding, all kinds of cool stuff. We're going to be
Love
talking
it.
about all kinds of events we got coming up. And
Okay.
the biggest reason why I started doing this again, because I did it for several years. And I took like a year and a half break. And
Hmm.
oddly enough, that a year and a half break, I also stopped meditating. So
Oh.
when for no reason, I started feeling better. And
Hmm.
I remember somebody saying, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. And for no particular reason, I, there was a reason because I wasn't sleeping at all. I was up all night.
Oh, yeah.
It was awful. And I finally started sleeping and I stopped using my CPAP, stopped using trazodone and drugs.
Wow.
And I was
Okay.
taking a lot of THC. I
And
just
that was
said,
from the meditating. That's how you were able to start sleeping, or what?
no, I stopped everything and I just tried to
Oh,
relax and just
okay.
rest. I
Right.
went, this is after 3.5 days of no sleep.
Oh my gosh.
I was
Wow.
delirious. And I just
Yeah.
collapsed. I basically
Yeah.
collapsed.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then the next night, I'm like, I can't live like this.
Sure.
And I just basically tried to, I still, I don't know if I was mad. I was just trying to not think of anything and just get some rest. And it kind of
Hmm.
worked. And then slowly started getting better. And I
Hmm.
kept incorporating more things, uh,
Right.
working out. I was doing other good things. But for a reason, I stopped meditating. I knew I'd be back.
Sure.
But I started falling back into some bad habits,
Hmm.
anger, resentment, jealousy, impatience, uh, and drinking a lot.
Well, and that's
And
normal, I think. It's just what our egos do. It just pulls us back to what's comfortable, right? And then but then you get to a point again where you're like, no, I'm going to go back to what was working, right? And then I
well,
just still think, yeah,
uh,
it takes work.
you 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 are correct, but unfortunately, it took me getting real. I drank way too much,
Hmm.
and I fell. I thought I shattered my
Oh,
ankle.
oh, yeah.
It was only sprained, but I went from independent, from being bedridden, not being able to do anything. I couldn't
Right.
drive. I couldn't feel my feet. Then I was golfing and driving and
Wow.
uh, back to life. And then I fell and I couldn't even, it hurt so bad. I've broken
Oh,
probably 20 bones in my body, and that's not a lie,
wow.
from skiing and football.
Wow. That is a lot
Um,
of
and yeah, no, I could, it's at least a dozen. Um, but, and I went back for a month. I couldn't move. I was like,
wow.
air cast on that. My wife had to help me get in and out of the shower because it was so
Oh,
I couldn't put any weight on it for 3 weeks. So I
wow.
was riding around the house in a
Crazy.
scooter, and I went back into a nothing they call it a deep depression, because
Yeah.
I went from thinking I'm dying
Yeah.
to then coming back to life, and then being back to, I can't even function. I couldn't even leave the
Right.
house. I can't even shower. But then close to the end of that month, it just hit me. I'm like, I need to get back into meditation. And I've
Yeah.
never missed a day or night since,
Good.
and I never will. So things started getting better and getting better. Other things, I mean, working out 4 or 5 days a week. I do a shot of testosterone every week.
Okay.
Game changer. Holy crap.
Really?
I feel fantastic. I mean, a few months ago, I did a 7-minute plank. Uh,
Wow. Oh my
yeah,
God.
try that. Try that.
Oh my
My
God.
my trainer's like, what the hell's going on here? My healthy
Jeez.
people, they don't have terminal illnesses. They can't do that.
That's crazy. Oh my God. So
So,
let me ask you, well, go ahead. Go ahead. I just,
so I kept getting better,
yeah.
and then this past year has been miraculous. And what started last fall, I learned about two people with MSA. One I didn't know, one I knew.
Okay.
The guy I didn't know, who's a local pastor, uh, he was diagnosed. It was over 2 years after me. He died
Hmm.
over a year ago.
Oh my
Um, that hit me, and
God.
I was
Now,
telling my
what do you,
trainer about it.
I'm sorry. Do you think he just kind of gave up, or do you think, I mean, did he try any of the
I
things you tried, or?
No, I didn't know him. He didn't know me. I didn't know
Oh,
him.
okay. Okay.
Um, the other guy I knew, he's from Chicago. He was gonna come in to be in a podcast as he saw it, and he had been
Hmm.
diagnosed about a year after me. He died over 2 years ago.
Oh my
All right. I found out those two, that hit me so hard.
God. Yeah.
Uh, the emotional, the emotions I felt, the biggest one
Sure.
was guilt. Guilt. Why
Oh,
is it that others who are diagnosed well after me, they're not just struggling, they're dead.
yeah.
And others I
I
knew
get
were
it.
struggling because I'd already been talking with a friend about trying to document everything I was doing last summer.
Right.
And then I stopped trying to push, and like everything in my life,
Yeah.
meditation, just do the connect with the right energy, and things come to you. And
Yes.
since that time, so I after that night I meditated, and the guilt I felt, why am I still here? Not only am I
Hmm.
here, I'm getting better. I feel
Yes.
fantastic. Like I truly believe I'm still here, that God wanted me to be here to help others, to tell my
100%.
story, to show what I'm
100%.
doing to get better in
Hmm.
something that everyone says is not possible.
Right.
Okay. Bullshit.
I love
Anything's
that
possible
attitude.
when you
But
have
yeah,
put your mind to it and get in the right mindset. Because everything else I've done for over the last few years, I don't think would have gotten me to this point without the right mindset.
I agree. I agree. And
And
that's the mind body connection. It's so
absolutely,
poo-pooed and it's so like sloughed
it's
off as
more.
like, yeah, it's woo-woo, it's weird. It's
Yes,
because we have been conditioned to believe that, and I'm not here to say that medicine is not needed because I just had an experience with my daughter 3 days ago, had a very bad staph infection in her toe, which was very scary. They put her on antibiotics, and, knock on wood, she's on the path to recovery. So I'm not saying that medicine is not helpful. However, I feel like there are things that people immediately just say, sorry, we don't know what causes it, and we have nothing to give you. So, get your affairs in order, or whatever they told that guy. And it's
yes,
like, no, but it takes that drive to survive. That no, I'm not accepting that, and I'm going to fight this as long and as hard as I can. And you hear stories about that, like that book I'm reading. These people that they go within, they go inside for healing, and rather than look outside, they look inside. And again, that's
Yes.
why I wanted to talk to you, is to show people that it is possible. It is, nothing is beyond healing if you really, really
Yes.
put your mind to it. Now, do you mind talking about the ibogaine? Is it
Oh,
ibogaine?
yes. No, of
I
course.
mean, we don't have to.
Nice. No, nice segue. So, because I was going to talk about, because uh, it people have no idea how powerful their mind
Hmm.
is.
Oh yeah.
Dr. Joe would always say, you have the most amazing pharmacy right here in between your
Yep.
ears that no other place could even come close to making the
Yep.
chemicals that you can make just purely by thought.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
it's so true. That's a whole nother rabbit hole conversation, but it's true and it works. So
Yeah.
I did another brain scan recently because I was feeling so good. I was gonna
Hmm.
something's better. I mean, from
Good.
the MSA diagnosis, the scan said basically it's called a DAT scan, that my cerebellum was basically deteriorating
Hmm.
and was almost gone. And that's what,
Wow.
affects the autonomic
Sure.
nervous system, and why your body shuts down. Why it's like
Sure.
ALS. You just shut down.
Yeah.
Um, and so I found out about, a dear friend of mine sent me a podcast about ibogaine,
Okay.
Ibogaine, from the
Okay.
iboga plant in West Africa, from the Bwiti tribe. I've done so much research on this, and now it's everywhere.
Wow.
6 months ago, nobody knew about it. Now, Trump signs an executive order. The FDA is trying to fast track it. It's in the news
Wow.
about what it's it gives me goosebumps when I talk about it.
Oh, I
What the
love it.
amazing things it's doing for people with PTSD,
Mm,
addiction, depression, traumatic brain injury, which is all wonderful. What it's doing is life
sure.
changing. It's
Yeah.
miraculous.
Right.
They have not talked about what it's doing for people with neurological issues, which
Mm,
I want to be the face of that.
I love it.
And I've told the American Survivor Game Foundation and the clinic that I went to, Ambio Life Sciences in Tijuana, because currently it's not legal here. It's a psychedelic.
Okay.
It's the,
Right.
I
Right.
was just heard it referred to as the Mount Everest of psychedelic uh,
Wow.
treatments. Like ayahuasca is nothing, and people have done that. That's intense.
Whoa.
I'm I,
Yeah,
I
that's
haven't done
saying a
that, but
lot. Yeah.
Ibogaine is, whew, and I've been listening to podcasts about it. I mean, it's doing miraculous things. But the reason that nobody's talking about the neurological benefits is because it's only been around, they've only been trying it for a year.
Oh,
So I
really?
was lucky enough. I mean, again, things happen for a reason, Carolyn.
Oh, yeah, for
I did
sure.
this, I signed up back in December
Okay.
for a treatment in February, and uh, I'm, I was doing good back then.
Right.
When I did a story of transformation with Dr. Joe's event last October, I was feeling so good. And even I
Wow.
watched that and watched myself now, the way I'm speaking, the way,
Yeah.
my tremors are
Yeah.
non-existent.
It's crazy.
It's like, this is shocking to me. I didn't, even in
Wow.
my best meditation years ago when I first started, I never thought I would envision myself being healthy again. Even
Mm-hmm.
back then, and of course, I'd wake up in the morning, have a good meditation. I'd go to get out of bed, I'd collapse on the floor because I couldn't.
Oh,
And I have to crawl to the bathroom. That was a daily occurrence. I
wow.
never stopped. And to feel this good now,
Yeah.
it just, I want
It's
others to
incredible.
feel it. I want others want
Yes.
to feel this way, which is why I'm so committed to doing this and doing everything I'm doing to talk about it.
Yes.
And I'm doing more than just talking about it. I'm going to do a bunch of events. I'm doing some speaking events uh,
Good.
this
Do you
summer.
have them
Doing
scheduled yet, or do you want to mention
uh,
when they are?
one's going to be in mid-July.
Okay.
Actually, there's going to be two, and then a week later, I'm going to a dear friend's elemental cold plunge. She's got a new studio that's
Cool.
opening up, and I'm going to do a speech there.
Okay.
She's going to introduce me and talk and have a Q&A. It's really exciting.
Oh,
And then
good.
later this year, we're working on it. I mean, all the stuff's happening. Couldn't have been better timing to have this
Yeah.
call, because again, the website just went up. The foundation,
Okay.
everything is being put in. I have my own foundation I started 4 years ago
Okay.
because I couldn't find any support groups, and the one people I did find, they weren't supporting shit.
No, it's doom and
They're
gloom.
just
So you need
it's
the
doom
positive
negative. I'm
support
like,
group.
God, get that.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's not support.
they're all about, oh yeah, get your affairs in order, and talk to
No.
hospital. Like, okay, you know what? Everyone's gonna die. Okay, here's a news flash. People are gonna die.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna die, not from this. No way, no
No.
in hell I'm dying from
No.
this shit. And so be a responsible adult, get your affairs in order, buy life insurance. I can't anymore. Um,
Mm.
but and it, make plans for the future when you're not
Hmm.
going to be here. That's what responsible people do. You don't do
Right.
it because of this diagnosis. Oh, you're dead. Screw
Yeah.
you. No, you're
No.
not. And so that's why I'm continuing to push back. I love there's so many more people who are with me on this, saying, yeah, keep fighting back, screw these people.
Oh, yeah.
They don't know and these people, are they doctors? Oh, well, again, I had another brain scan done a month ago by a new
And
neurologist, thinking, oh, there's got to be some changes. It's the same.
really?
She said, I don't understand. It's still abnormal. My cerebellum's deteriorated. I can't explain why all your symptoms have improved. I'm like, well, I'm no doctor, but I think I can. I
Yeah.
think it's my mindset and how good I
Mhm.
feel and working my ass off. I work
Absolutely.
out, I physically working out, I meditate every morning, every night, and I read a lot. I listen to podcasts and philosophers. And that, I think, put my mind in the right way, my mindset to
Yeah.
receive the ibogaine, and
Yeah.
something's happening. Something's
It's,
going on in my brain to more than offset the lack of my cerebellum being there, to more than
right.
offset it, because I feel fantastic.
Oh, I love this. It's giving me chills because it just shows that it is
Gives
in,
me chills
it's,
talking about it.
yeah. And one of the other things, I keep referring to this book, but it's physicians when they study, say, a specialty, a cardiologist or neurologist, they know everything about that organ, and they forget that there's a person outside of that organ that we have a story. We've been through things. Instead of getting to know the person, well, let's talk about your lifestyle. Tell me about, how did you grow up? Or, what's your daily life like? They don't connect that the mind body is connected. They just go, you have heart issues, so we're going to fix your heart. But they don't say, well, do you smoke? I mean, maybe they do, but
Yeah.
there's no like, they don't look at the whole picture.
They're
And I
not
feel like if we
finding
can, yeah,
not
connect the
finding the
two,
root cause, the
yes.
actual
Like,
thing that's
why did you
causing it.
become, yes, why are you like, I refer to my father having Alzheimer's, you know, did you ever let your emotions be shown, throughout your life? Were you quiet? Yeah, he probably held a lot in, and eventually that's going to catch up with you. That emotion needs to go somewhere, and then it makes you sick eventually. So it's
Oh,
just such a
absolutely.
fascinating, yeah,
And
yeah.
you said something earlier, which I believe that most people, because I'm talking to a lot of them. Oh, I'm just so tired and I'm stiff all the time. I mean, I still am. If I don't
Hmm.
move, it's called
Yep.
multi-system atrophy. Your body is
Yeah.
acting against you, shutting you down. So if you want to live and
Got to keep
survive
moving.
and
Yeah,
thrive, you got to move. You got to bust your ass
absolutely.
physically, mentally. That's what's gotten me here, and I'm
Yeah.
going to keep talking about it till I'm blue in the
Good.
face to help others, because I'm just there's just there's such a lack of positive hope and inspiration related
Yes.
to this, amongst other things too. It's not just MSA, just people in general. Social
Oh,
media is
yeah.
just so negative.
Oh
They're
my
just
gosh, I know.
always trying to trash people. It's just like, God,
Oh,
I
I
wouldn't
know.
be on it if I wasn't seeing some results, and going to keep going on it more and more, and talking and trying to raise money so others can do the things that I've been fortunate enough to do, like Ibogaine, like a Dr. Joe meditation event. Because
Yeah, yeah,
Ibogaine's not for everyone. I mean, if you've got
yeah.
heart, there are issues. I've
Okay.
researched a lot. And if you have any heart issues,
You can't
they
do
won't
it.
give it to you. And
Okay.
there are certain conditions,
Mm-hmm.
as an example, ALS, that they're so overwhelmed now with getting people calling them. I'm like, I got to try this shit because it's
Right,
that.
right.
I mean, they're literally on their websites, like they're just overwhelmed because everyone wants to
Wow.
try it.
Yeah,
So I feel lucky that I got to do it
absolutely.
in February, and um, so it's going to be, my guess, harder and harder to get. And
Yeah, it will be.
so I'm guessing the price will. Uh, it's not going to go
Yeah,
down anytime soon, but
right.
that's why I want to do these funders so they can do that. But again, it's a combination of being a meditation and the right
Mm-hmm.
mindset
Yep.
that got me a long way. But I was just telling someone earlier that even there were certain symptoms I had. There were a lot of them that had gone away. Even last year when I was feeling so good, it's like once a quarter I had this inability to regulate body temperature. We get really
Okay.
cold or really hot. It's
Right,
awful. Come out of nowhere, all of a sudden I just start sweating. It
right.
wasn't it wasn't even hot out.
Hmm.
Sweating, and then I get nauseous and tired, and I have to go lay down. And
Mm-hmm.
then that'd be fine. But
Hmm.
that happened several times with people who saw it, and I'm like, "You all right?" So that hasn't happened this year since I began.
Since the
That's
Ibogaine.
that is a big thing for me. The
Right.
speech, the clarity of my
Yeah,
speech.
yeah, yeah.
I've had everyone who I've talked to say, my business partner say, You're speaking more clear now than you were 10 years ago before
That's
you get."
crazy.
And others saying, I've never heard you speak this clear. I've never heard it, I
Wow.
feel it. The mental
Yeah.
clarity I have. I mean, I
Wow.
think there's still some
Do you
cognitive
do well
issues,
do you,
where I'm slow on, but other than that, I think very clearly.
so do you have to microdose? Did you tell me that, or do you just
Yes,
did? Okay.
yes.
Okay.
I've been doing that. Uh, February 21st was what they call a flood dose, where I was
Okay.
in Tijuana, Mexico. I was
Sure.
in a house, but I was monitored 24/7,
Hmm.
nurses, doctors. I mean, it's legit. Felt very
Sure.
safe. Where I tripped,
Mm.
and I talked about it in one of my podcasts, where
Hmm.
um, it was quite an experience.
I'm sure.
And then afterwards, it was not a good experience. But I mean,
Mm.
so the crazy thing is, they're saying this, it's a Schedule One drug because it's addictive and has problems. Okay, that's the opposite of what it's doing. It is
Right.
treating addiction. It is treating all
Yes.
these other issues, and it's not something you do for fun.
Sure.
Okay, it was.
Sure.
I mean, there was a few hours where, I mean, you're out of it, and
Right.
you're seeing it. I'm having visions and stuff, and then a couple hours after that, I felt like I got hit by a truck. I
Wow.
was vomiting.
Yeah.
There's a lot of similarity between ayahuasca and the F effect,
Hmm.
sweating, vomiting.
Yeah.
Not, I mean, it was awful. And then I passed
Right.
out for the night. And then I've
Wow.
been microdosing ever since, started with 20 milligrams, I think 10. Now I do anywhere from 40 to 60 milligrams. And it's
Right.
not, I don't get high when I do it.
Is it a
It's some,
pill?
yes,
It is a
they're
pill.
little 10 milligram pills
Okay.
that I take every night.
Wow.
And it's I
Life
get just
changing. Life
it's
changing.
I get
Absolutely.
goosebumps every time I talk
Yeah.
about it, because I want others to feel this, and I
Yes.
feel this every day. I mean,
Yes.
it's kind of, again, a combination of the ibogaine and the mindset. Where when you didn't think you were even going to be alive,
Yeah.
um, 3 years ago, I didn't think I was going to
Yeah.
make it through the year, and I didn't want to. By the way, I never
Yeah.
thought of harming myself, but I knew why people choose
Yeah.
assisted suicide, because
Yeah.
it's no way to live.
Yeah.
And now I feel like I can live till I'm 100,
Oh, I love it.
and I want to spend the rest of my life trying to give back so others can feel this way. Because again, when I wake up in the morning, first thing I do is meditate, and then I smile. I
Oh,
smile during that because I'm all here. I'm
Yeah.
alive, and I can
You
do these little
appreciate
things.
it.
I can
Yeah.
tie my
Oh,
shoes. I can button
oh,
my shirt. I can put it back. I mean, these little things. Oh, and the other, well, I stopped taking my pills. I don't take any pills. All
nothing.
the stuff they give me for the tremors,
Oh my God.
not
That's
a little bit.
crazy.
This one, a little bit here and there. That's my Jimmy hand. It just kind of, for a while, I couldn't use it at all. Now I can actually use it to do all kinds of things when I
That is
didn't use it
crazy.
before. So no pills, um, no tremors, no temperature. There's a few others. I'm like, wow, this is kind of cool. So when you wake up and feel you are truly grateful to be alive, and you notice all the little things, flowers,
Yes.
just everything that people overlook. And
Yes.
I
It's
don't ever do that. I don't
the
let a single day go
gratitude.
by.
It's the
Yeah.
gratitude. Yeah.
Yes.
And Sandy, you are an inspiration to so many people. And I hope your message gets out to the world, because I'm sure there are people that are in your situation where they just want a positive support group, not this good luck, and you
Yeah.
are it. You are it. You are their inspiration now. So I know you have to get somewhere now, but thank you so much. It has been an honor to have you.
Thank you.
And thank you so much
I
for sharing
really
your story.
thank you,
Really.
Carol. I appreciate it. We'll do this again because I
Oh,
just love
yeah.
talking to you. And we
Oh,
got so
yeah.
much
We
more
have
what
to.
we want to talk about that we talked about before that we can get a chance to talk about now. But
Yeah.
I'll
We'll
have
have
you on
another
my
session.
podcast, and
I'd love that.
we'll
I
be
would love
doing
that.
a lot more talking.
And I'm going to get from you the dates of your events, and then I'm going to post them in my, when I'll attach it to
Sure.
the
Yeah.
podcast.
The first one we know is going to be July 18th.
Okay.
Uh, it's just going to be for local people.
Sure.
And I'm going to be giving a whole lot of detail and calling it a gratitude gathering, where
Oh, are you going to
I'm
video
just,
it and put it out
oh
on your
yeah,
podcast? Okay, good, good, good.
presentation. There'll be hopefully a lot of people there. So
Yeah.
I'm going to basically buying them drinks and hors d'oeuvres. So just to show up, because they showed up for me a few years ago, and they
Oh,
supported
yeah.
me uh, when I was at my worst, and now and I want to give back. I feel like I have to do that. Let them know what I'm doing, all the details.
Yes,
There's a lot more coming that I've not even
I'm
shared.
sure. I'm
I'm trying to
excited for you. I'm very
ease it out
excited for you.
slowly, but a lot of stuff that I know is going to do a lot more good for people. So it's very,
Yeah.
very exciting.
Yeah. We've got to make this woo woo world more mainstream. I think that's another thing I'm trying to do here is make it
And
less weird,
yeah,
and
I think
show
that's
that
happening.
it's good, good. And I just think this is why we have to do this stuff, is to make it more mainstream.
Yes, I
So,
agree, 100%.
all right. Well, thank you
All
again,
right,
and good luck at your appointment. And I look forward to
all right.
talking to you soon.
Thanks, Caroline. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
See
Take
ya.
care.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.